An Oregon woman is in a very exclusive group of Americans.
She's 72 years old. She's a grandmother, and she is one of 4 people in the entire country who gets her pot for free from the federal government. KOIN Local 6 reporter Jenny Hansen looked into this. She visited her down in Eugene to find out more about her decades-long fight to let everyone light up.
Okay, here we go.
Elvy Musikka prefers to light up with her bong.
Observe, no coughing. And that's a big hit.
The marijuana leaves from her big hit come from a big tin she gets from the federal government. You're looking at 300 joints, a month's supply for this glaucoma patient.
Another doctor had told me if I didn't start smoking marijuana, I would go blind. And I had never, I was not a pothead, I was not a 60s kid. And I was just horrified at the thought of using this dangerous drug.
That was then. This is now. Elvy started smoking pot in the 70s when eye surgeries were failing and medications brought severe side effects. But in the 80s, police arrested her for growing a few plants in her Florida yard, and her trial got national attention.
Oh, this is funny.
She has clips from around the country detailing her cannabis crusade.
I've lit in front of every capital in the United States.
Oh, really? Elvy won her case. After all, marijuana has been shown to lower intraocular pressure in people with glaucoma. Problem was, it was still illegal to smoke it in Florida. But then she heard about a small crop grown at the University of Mississippi, funded by the feds.
It costs you, the taxpayers, $250,000 to have that little farm there, whether I'm in that program or not.
That program is known as the Compassionate Investigational New Drug Study Program, run by the National Institute on Drug Abuse. The George H.W. Bush administration shut down that program in 1992 when, at its peak, it had 30 patients, many of them suffering from AIDS. But those enrolled were allowed to continue receiving weed. Elvy is one of the last 4 remaining patients getting that free pot, which she says is a better quality now than it was a decade ago.
So I have to thank the Obama administration. They are finally sending me decent marijuana that I can use.
Because Elvy lives in Oregon, she's entitled to more legal pot than anyone in the nation, because she's also enrolled in the state's medical marijuana program. She's become an outspoken advocate for the bud, not just evident around her Eugene apartment, but also at pro-marijuana conferences.
And I'm looking forward to the day we come back here to celebrate that laws at last are a thing of the past.
And Elvy is spreading the word at home, too.
Hello.
We followed Elvy to Occupy Eugene, where she's been camping on and off. While marijuana legalization isn't Occupy's message, Elvy's message seems to be a welcome one in the makeshift campground.
I have done it in my tent at night, and I do carry a way to do it, and I do it mostly for emergencies, because in the meanwhile, I do make edibles and capsules or things like that so that I'm always on it. It's important to me that my pressures are not up and down.
Elvy maintains it's the reason she doesn't have a single aspirin in her house, and she thinks the government is wasting too many resources criminalizing what she calls a natural drug.
They certainly have enough evidence to know that this is the most amazing medicine that God has put on this planet.
Reporting for you, Jenny Hansen, KOIN Local 6.
Thank you, Jenny. Now, Elvy and the 3 other patients that are remaining in that program Jenny was telling about estimate that they have received a total of 584 pounds of federal pot over the years. And on the street, that'd be worth about $500,000.